Welcome to the High Tea Podcast. We're your hosts, Mel, Kel, and Kay, where we sip and speak on what many are thinking but are too shy and not bold enough to say. So buckle up, grab a glass, and pinkies up. Now enough stalling. Let's get into the show.
Happy birthday, America. Is that appropriate? That's all I got. America.
Independence Day.
Remember that one time you made me wear an American flag tank top and I was pissed?
Oh yeah, because we were in very white America. Yes, it was very white and
just so nice.
Just a little festive, you know. We look cute.
I did it for you.
We look cute in our jean shorts and our Old Navy $5 tank tops of America.
Sure were.
But you can't even lie because your sister had a whole bathing suit on of America, so don't even play.
Yeah, but she can do what she want with her body. You made me wear the shirt
over your swimsuit, and that was it. And we took it off and never spoke about it again. Do I know where that tank top is now? After
hell no, I do not. It is gone. It is not in this house. I can confidently answer that.
And I can confidently answer it too. I have no idea where I know where those shorts are and that bathing suit is at, but not that shirt.
Yeah. All right. Well, how was your week, ladies?
My week's been good. It's been long.
Very, very long and hot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't. I'm not ready for the summer. Clearly the world isn't ready with, all the global warming things happening.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not ready for the summer. I'm not a summer person.
I'm not either. I have too many parts of my body that stick together for the summer.
Yeah. Thick girl summer is not fun. Like, let's be very clear. Everybody wants to be thick, but it is not a good time in this heat.
And let me tell you something. With them people who be fronting on social media talking about it's hot girl summer and they be thick, I'm just like, listen, right. I know you're miserable as I'm miserable. Because if I'm miserable with my thighs touching together, I know you're miserable with your thighs touching together.
Also, our lady parts, hello, boobs, vaginas, that stuff in the summer is not fun.
Mm-hmm. They can't breathe.
They be hot.
That's why this summer I have opted for a sports bra and flowy shirts. That's it.
That's your uniform this summer?
That is my go-to uniform. I will be in that all summer. Catch me outside. How about
you
that?
You won't catch me outside. Let's be very fucking clear.
Be inside with the air conditioning.
If I'm at work, that's where you go catch me outside. If not, I'll catch you inside. Mm-hmm. Hell no for me.
Summer is not my love language.
Nope.
No.
Give me the fall, give me the spring. I'll even take the winter.
It's winter and fall forever.
Well, we gonna do something a little different, y'all. Because this is the season of doing things differently. Because we trying to change it up in here. Nobody wants stagnancy in this relationship. By the way, we're in a relationship. If you're still listening to us after season 3, we together. Cool. So, to keep things, fresh and new, Miss Kelly had asked all of our crew to send us some questions that you want to get our thoughts, feedback, or you just want to know from us. So that's what we're going to do this episode. We're going to switch it up all the way. So that's all we're going to do this episode, plus our social media moment and our weekly recommendation. Miss Kelly is going to be our mediator. So my voice gets to take a little break. Yes.
Sip on that tea, sis.
Yes. I can't wait. I'm so happy. I love answering questions. I'm nosy as hell. I will be the grandma on the porch watching the whole block happily. Come to me for all the tea.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm ready when y'all are.
Oh, I'm ready. Ready.
By the way, only Kelly has seen these questions. I doubt she's looked at them in the last week.
I'm ready.
So yeah.
I'm ready. Okay, let's see.
SpongeBob moment. Sorry, buddy.
Oh gosh. Okay, question number 1. What made you start a podcast? You've done extremely well in just 1 year. And this is from Three's Co-Pod.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Thanks for your question.
Well, you want to answer that, Kelly?
No, you can go ahead. Just go on in.
All right. Well, I mean, we've explained this questions in our first episode of, was it our first episode of our first season or second?
That was mad long ago.
Either
I think it was
or.
the second episode though.
Yeah, it was one of them episodes in the first season where, we took a girls trip back in 2018 to New Orleans, and we realized that we like to talk a lot of shit, whether it's personal shit or gossip shit or drama shit out there in the world. And we just realized that we're three hilarious people, especially separate and even more funnier when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel also it was because of the fact that, we have a lot of opposing opinions to the public and sometimes to each other, but most of the times, like, we kind of wordplay off of each other a little bit.
Yeah.
But basically, because of that girls' trip and our roundtable discussions, because we were at a round table, a beautiful table.
It was an amazing table.
Beautiful table. And, we just realized that we can do this publicly and give this to the world. And a year later, we decided to go with it. And we did. Oh, it was a year and a half later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year and a half later, we decided to go with it and started it up because Melissa was furloughed. She was sitting at home losing her mind.
Yep.
Kelly was losing her mind in the streets. I was losing my mind at work. So why not? So we did it.
Well, also at least I felt like there wasn't anyone else's voices like us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Being Black, being successful in our own right, especially for our ages, and experiencing what we've all experienced separately. I haven't heard anyone else like us out there.
No.
There's people who have little bits of us, but not everybody together.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what I would say? I think coming into the podcast space and meeting other podcasters, like, we started realizing that yes, there is people out there with opinions similar to us, but we do it in a more raw and unfiltered way.
Yeah.
But still kind of cute and classy.
But yeah, we gotta keep a little bow tie on it,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for the bow tie.
I think the other thing about us too is that although we have different opinions, it's the fact that we can see from all sides. Like, we're the perfect judge if you think about it, and the perfect jury, because we can take any type of content or social media moment or topic, and it could be about our own skin folk, it could be about white people, it could be about any kind of generation, but we're not just going to side with one side just because we can relate to it. We're going to be open to all sides and all dimensions of it, just to give our viewpoint that is more generalized, but also for people to actually think deeper into a situation. And from the comments that we've received, from the DMs that we've gotten from a lot of the listeners, that's a big thing that people really enjoy about us, is that we sparked a different viewpoint in their own mindset that they never had before. And I think that is so necessary nowadays, and to get people out of that follower mindset and to basically be of your own drum.
Yep.
That warms my heart.
And y'all realize that we're all part of the zodiac signs that people love to hate the most.
Especially me, and I hate it. Fuck all y'all.
You. Yeah, especially you, Kelly. Sorry, boo.
Blame my
parents.
I don't
understand why.
Because there are a lot of Gemini men and women who give Geminis the horrible name. I know several of them. So do you, Kishana.
I do too, yeah.
You know some of the ones I've met and I'm talking about. But no, Kelly is the exception to the rule.
Oh yeah,
very clear in all spectrums.
Yeah,
and we will fight you if you have a disagreement. Cause...
That's how I feel about being a Virgo too. I'm just like, listen, I'm not that Virgo to try to fix people, criticize people. I'm like, I'm gonna let you do you. Like, do your thing. That's it.
Yeah. Find your stars and your moon somewhere else, because I ain't finding mine. I don't even understand the zodiac thing.
Me either. All I know is what I am. That's it.
Yeah.
See, I am my sign to a T, as we're super off tangent. I'm my sign to a fucking T. Every time I see a reference to my sign, it's always true. I'm like, damn it. So basic.
Right. I thought we sending y'all shit. I'm like, I feel kind of attacked right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is me on a regular day, but damn, I feel attacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing that actually relates to us, especially me and Kashana, are our personality types. That is to a T, not the zodiac. So, next question. You guys' bond comes off so seamless. How would each of you describe your friendship? At Critical 9111. Thank you, Critical 9111.
Also, I want to know the story behind your name. I would say our friendship is like I think we are the perfect trio in the sense of each of us have parts of each other's personality, but certain parts are stronger in each of us differently. That it creates a seamless understanding of what we're thinking or trying to say. But when we have a difference of opinion, even though we might not agree on the specific result of that opinion, we understand each other to know that it's all right. It's just we're just having a conversation.
It ain't that serious.
Like we've never, at least in my experience of being friends with both of you equally and separately, we've never really come at each other or disrespected each other.
No.
We have a real, true, just genuine understanding. Like, I want to be your friend because you're my friend and you're my homie and you've got my back.
Right. Not because you have to be my friend and agree with me on every single thing. I think we're both people who are agreeable and disagreeable, so we're able to agree to disagree.
Yep.
And nothing is like a constant banter between us, so we can see each other on the same exact level. Like, I'm sure there's many of times where I say shit that Melissa or Kelly don't agree with, but we're not going to be like, yeah, you're fucking wrong. Like, why? Why do we need to do that? Like, people have different opinions, and I think it's also, understanding that our opinions aren't always going to be the same because we're fucking human.
Yeah.
Well, also, we want to know, if we do have a difference of opinion, we want to know why you think that way.
Right.
To understand it. And even if we still don't understand it after you explain that, all right, that's it.
And I think it's also because we try to be an open book with each other, so like nothing's like off the table, or we don't feel uncomfortable to speak to each other. And I think that's like one of the biggest things about having friendships and forming friendships. Like, you need to be an open book with your friends, and you need to have that trust with your friends in order to like keep the bond. And maybe that's why it works for us, because we ain't out here trying to downplay each other or argue with each other. It's just we just three homies trying to have a good time.
Yeah, nothing's forced.
Yeah, no.
Exactly. Like, there's no extra benefit to being friends with us that's outside of having a friendship. So, like, being friends with the two of y'all has never been about my social media standing. It's never been about my financial, my reputation. It's been, I just want to be friends with y'all.
Yeah.
Now, we stunt. Don't get it wrong. We don't post it.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Let's be very fucking clear.
Setting y'all business.
It's not, because our next girl trip, it will be barely documented just so we can have it on this podcast. But outside of that, it's none of y'all business how we stunting out here in these streets.
Nope.
Yeah. Real talk.
Yeah.
Because we cute. Let's be very clear.
And don't get it twisted. Like, I think people have this thing also where, like, friendships, with, like, the best friendships, you need to talk every day. We don't talk every day. That is so unrealistic. Straight. We have lives. We're tired.
Literally.
Like, we don't have time to talk to each other every fucking day. Like, unless it's, like, super important, then we'll talk to each other. But other than that, like, we can play catch up. We always play catch up.
Yeah. Like, before we record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next question is, did you go to university? First of all, I love the fact that you said university, because I always felt like that sounded so proper.
Yes.
That's
I had to ask somebody what's the difference. I was like, what's the difference? I need someone to break that down.
Aren't universities more prestige than colleges?
No, universities have graduate programs. Colleges just have undergrad.
Got it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly, right? When someone explains it. Because if not, you're like, ooh, that sounds just nicer.
Yeah, right? Like, I went to university. I was like, what, did you go to grad school in the university? No. Then you went to college.
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself.
Relax. Sorry, Kelly.
But anyway, the question, did you go to university? And that was from Ash Tone.
What's up,
on Twitter.
Ashtone? Yeah. Kelly and I did.
I did.
There you go.
And I have no shame in my game.
Me and Kelly went together. Kishana was in New York. I don't mind shouting out my alma mater because I still pay for it. So
right.
It's true.
They did not stop taking my payments over COVID. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
They still took those out my account. Yeah, good old Johnson Wales. What up, Jay Woo?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
Uptown, baby.
No, I don't get to brag. I ain't go nowhere.
But don't get it wrong. Kishana is highly educated.
She's way smarter than me.
I will run trains over people with degrees. Don't get that shit twisted.
She's way smarter than me. Both of these women are, but you know.
And I also got my master's at Penn State in food science and technology.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hella educated out here in these streets. Mm-hmm.
We love to see it. Next question is your dynamic translates beautifully over the mic. I'm sure it's 10 times better in person. Aw, thank you.
Oh yeah,
that was from that was from Infinitely Lexi on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Girl. Hi Lexi.
Thank you.
Yeah, girl. We're a good time.
Stomach's weak. Like 3/4 of the time we're there together.
Mm-hmm.
Can't breathe.
And I should say it's in a very like modest way because we're not like turn up queens. Like we don't care for like that party life. Like we'll stay in the house and have our own party and have like a better time than we would if we went out.
We're kind of cocktail ladies versus shot ladies.
Right. We want to be in our robes and party.
Yes. All that.
Yep.
No, we're great. And I miss us in Paris then.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, the next thing is, when is your next girls trip? By Miss Washington.
TBE.
Working on it. Literally right now.
TBD.
Like we said, we had tons of a big schedule, so we got to work that out.
Yeah. You know.
What'd you say, Kelly?
Our schedules are so packed that we got to work it out.
Yeah. And it's like we're on different... We're in different states. We have different types of jobs. Like,
literally,
it ain't easy.
No. We all have jobs that you literally have to sacrifice most people's free time.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And speaking of that, what are your full-time jobs, if you don't mind me asking? Just curious. At Denisha for Real on Instagram.
Hey, we can be for real about it. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll start.
There you go.
I'll go. My job is actually a bit too much. I got side hustles and a regular job. So the main one right now is an EMT. And then what I did before that and what I went to school for was event planning and also baking and pastry. So a full-time pastry chef. And then on the side, I do a lot of social media for NFL teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stunting hard.
Anyone asks why I'm proud of my girls?
Yeah.
All of this.
Yep. Well,
proud of my bitches.
For me, I work in mental health. I work with people with mental disabilities in group homes, and I am a medical caseworker for that. So I take care of everything medical for them. That's what I do. And I am licensed to be an EMT, but they don't pay enough over here in New York. I get paid way more. So I don't do it.
Valid. I'm a director of private events at a country club in Virginia. So I plan way too many events on not enough time.
That's putting it nicely.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be shady, but no, I love my job. But yeah, I plan weddings, events, a bunch of shit.
Yeah. But don't get it twisted. I think we all love our jobs and we like what we do. It's just, of course,
Even
there's
when
like
you love your
downsides.
job, you complain,
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
downsides to it, but there's also more upsides, I think.
or we wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
It's
Point
all
blank, period.
rewarding.
Because trust me, I'm a person who's not afraid to quit a job and go, bye. I'm not.
Yeah. Next question is, have you considered video recording episodes? I don't know how many times this question showed up.
Leave
My
us alone.
goodness.
We'll do it when we're ready.
Oh
We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
It's more difficult than it sounds because we don't want to have one of those like choppy, crappy, type of video. So it's just like,
We don't want y'all to have cheap quality.
right. And I think at the same time, like we're all a little bit of perfectionists in our heads. And I think that's another reason why we get along, because we have a little ounce of perfection, especially me on the editing side. Like,
yes.
I am very detail oriented, and for me, I just can't just see any shitty quality because I be ragging on people as it is. So, and that's my truth.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think it's one, just, yes, the quality, making, like, being nervous about the quality being put out there, because we don't. I wholeheartedly believe our quality is one of the best out there, outside of the professionals who go to like actual studios, and even some of theirs are still pretty fucking choppy.
Yeah,
and they got way more money in the bank than we do. But also, we as a trio, we do this on our day off, and I think having to force ourselves to do the video means we have to have it set up for video. So like in my home, I don't know where my background would be, because my backgrounds are all types of weird in my house where I would film. So I would have to buy like a background and lights, and I would have to actually get dressed. So like I would have to put effort in on my day off. And I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Right. And honestly, like, I honestly feel like as of right now, we are more comfortable doing audio only, because I guess it's just a comfortability factor for now. Maybe later on we'll think about it and execute it a little bit more. But other than that, leave us alone. Take what you get.
I'm willing to do it. But it is a lot of work.
The execution of it is not as easy as it may sound.
Yeah. Good job for those who do it. But it's a lot of work. So we are talking about it and figuring that out. But until then, take us as we are and love us for who we are.
Like Mel said, we do this on our one day off.
You want to help us? Get us more followers, listeners, and subscribers, so we can get paid. And then we could start doing more, because we have so many ideas, but we need to get paid, because I'm keeping real with y'all.
We can't work with sponsors as of right now because we don't get enough listens for sponsorships.
So help us. Help us. I just want you to know. We love y'all. Okay.
Y'all are a hot mess.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah.
No, I want to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
Next question is,
gotta plan out the execution.
Do the three of you do everything, or do you have separate roles? You seem so organized with everything. That was from at Thick and Slick Podcast.
Look
at y'all. Love the name.
That's a great name, by the way.
Since it's three of us, we split the task usually. So we go with our strengths. So Kelly's strength is social media. So Kelly takes care of all of our social media. Melissa's strengths are planning and organizing. So she does our scheduling, our organizing of episodes, all that. And I'm the background editor. Like, I come up with the witty names. I do our audio editing. I set up our web pages so everything can get posted on time. Yeah, so we go with our strengths.
Yep.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason why we stay afloat.
Literally. Because we would be choppy as hell if it was just one of us.
Because listen, I'm a person, me and Melissa are people who are not on social media like that unless we're like bored and just flipping through.
I think both of us haven't posted in a very long time.
No, all three of us on our own personal stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I probably post like once every other month.
I haven't posted since my birthday, which was last September.
Yeah. So that should tell you a lot.
Since last June.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
so we're not super active on social.
No,
we'll post on our stories, but it's mostly about the podcast if we post on our stories.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We're only human.
So we share and we delegate.
Yep.
That's it.
So anytime you DM somebody on Instagram on the pod page, it's probably gonna be me.
And if you send the email,
it's gonna be Melissa.
And if it's delayed, I don't get paid. So
right,
you will get a response in my Black people time.
And if you love the quality of what you heard on the episode,
that's all Kishana.
There you go.
Yep. Other question is, with your personalities, have you gotten into a fight that has torn you apart? # my current situation. Oh, that's not good.
No.
At Miss CPU.
Come on, like we want more tea. Like what happened? Like
you gotta email us what's going on, boo, because we might be able to help.
I hope you know we will take advice and stuff. We'll like take an email with.
Those are the emails I'll answer quickly because that's juice. That's the tea right there.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think in like recent years. I mean, me and Melissa have been friends since we were like 11, 12 years old, and we did have a little sparse in our friendship. But that was due to like one, he said, she said, and two, at us being like 13 years old. Like we respect from 13-year-old hormonal girls going through puberty, like
especially them hormones.
Right. But we made our way back to each other and we've never fought since. So or had like any like big fallouts.
I think from go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think from our little tiff from when we were kids, it really was just deciding if having the friendship is worth more than being right.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what side of the argument you're on, is the argument worth more than the friendship?
Right.
If the answer is yes, then y'all both need to go about your business.
And just stay out of each other's lane.
And figuring out how to talk to each other is going to be your next step if you decide the friendship is worth more than the argument.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like, I understand that some people think it's cute to be petty, but it's not cute to be petty, honestly.
Not to people you love.
Those are absolutely the worst people you can be petty to, because your own pride and your own ego will completely shatter something good. So if you know that this person was a good friend of yours and whatever y'all argued about was petty, swallow that shit. It ain't that serious. It honestly ain't.
Yeah.
Because I think about it this way. Do I want you in a nursing home next to me, racing in our wheelchairs? Fuck yeah. Then
Thank you.
Swallow my pride. Like, I'm good. Like, I want our children to grow up together and all that shit like that. So it's just like, stuff like that is way more important than, feeding your own ego with yes or no. With like, yes, I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we set rules. Like, our spoken, unspoken rules. As long as you don't pass that, we cool.
Right.
Everything else can be worked out, but
yeah, like, don't get it twisted. We're besties, but at the same time, we have our boundaries. So we just know how to maintain healthy relationships with each other.
Yeah.
Despite our personalities, even though our personalities kind of match each other.
I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have any celebrity guest on High Tea, who would it be? At Becca Angela on Twitter.
Oh my goodness. Becca, that's a question I was not prepared for.
Yeah, I've never thought that hard into it.
Oh, my go-to, Miss Rihanna.
I was literally just thinking that.
Oh my god. Please. I just want her to be my sister.
That's what I have.
I have no idea, honestly.
I forget her name. There's this girl. She's like one of those NFL girlfriends, but she's this cute little thing, and she sometimes is on the Wine and Me podcast, and I actually love it when she's on that podcast because she has a nice kind of difference about her. She's not like
Oh crap!
Her boyfriend plays for the Chiefs, I think.
No idea.
Hold on,
I
I need
can't
to find
think of
her.
it.
And she's cute as hell, but that has nothing to do with anything. But I think it's Kayla. Yep, Kayla. Kayla Nicole.
Oh yes.
I think she's funny.
You can't think of one, Kashana?
Nah, honestly, I can't. I've never thought about it like that.
Next question is, if you haven't started already, you need to make money. Your pod is worth the monetary support. Love you, girls, at the Pillow Talk Show. Oh, that's cute.
Thank you, ladies. I'm trying.
That comes with time.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we said, we're working on it.
Thank you for seeing us.
Is it difficult recording episodes away from each other? Bonnets and booze.
Bonnets and boobs?
Yeah. Booze, like drinking.
Booze, like...
Oh, I thought boobs like your tits. I was like, that's a great fucking name. I mean, the other name works too.
Oh my god.
We thought it was going to be very difficult, but we found a way to make it very easy. So no.
We stick to the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that Melissa makes.
Yep. Besides wanting the actual in-person sit down with each other, that's about it. But other than that, we've made it work being in 3 different states.
Yeah.
Like, you would never even think that we were in 3 different states. A lot of people say it.
Yeah. Thanks to Kashana.
Yes. The only time it gets really a little difficult is when we have the guest on. Because if they're in a different time zone or their schedule doesn't match us, we're trying to be on their podcast. It just hasn't meshed. And it's not because we don't want it to mesh. It's not because we don't think it's worth it. It's because it's just very hard with our schedules.
Yeah.
So the 3 of us, it works seamlessly because we've got it down to a science. But we're figuring out the guest portion, especially being on other podcasts.
And I think it also does well because our whole friendship has always been remote.
Right.
Like, there's no difference from it. If we were always together in the same state, went to school together, all of that, it'd be like, what the hell are we doing? Like, we need to be with each other.
I'll feel kind of weird if most was back in New York and we're hanging out every day. I'd be like, bitch, go away.
First of all,
I love you, but go away.
If I moved back to New York, we still wouldn't have time to hang out with each other every day.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because you got a man, I got a man, and we both got jobs. The days of hanging out together every day are done until we get kids and we go on vacation.
Right.
Together. Those days are done.
You know what? But I think at the same time, we've accepted that part of growing up and being adults is that the fact that we're not always going to have time to see each other or always have time to be with each other physically. But, you make the distance count.
I mean, at one point, I was on the phone with you, Kishana, almost literally every day.
Yeah.
Literally. And Kelly, I would stalk her ass around campus.
Literally.
Yep.
So the days of being able to do that are no more. We ain't got time.
Yeah.
I remember at one point too, me and Melissa were trying to make sure that we see each other like every 3 months. Like, I'll go wherever she's at, she'll come here, I'll go there, we'll come there, and she'll come here, like literally every 3 months.
No, the only reason we stopped is because of COVID. Because we were on that path. If you think about it.
Yeah, we kind of were. Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
Like, because of COVID and my new work schedule, the 2 of those to combine have fucked our rotation up.
Yep.
Fucking rotation.
Next question before we go into the social media moment, which is a whole hot ass mess on itself. How old are you? I'm guessing 24 to 27, LOL, but you talk so wise and real shit. At Kai Storms. I don't know whether to be offended or hilarious.
No, I'm like appreciative because I've had several people this week think I was 32 and I was like, oh, bitch.
Oh my God.
My thanks for the wisdom.
No, don't age me, heifer.
Not quite.
No. I will be 28 in September.
And so will I.
I turned 28 in May.
Yeah, yep. Kelly's our grandmother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Love you.
So are you saying you're the youngest of the three? Because you called me the mom, and she's not a grandmother.
Well, technically,
So you the child?
Technically, I'm your aunt because I'm older than you, but
I'm confused by all of this.
Our family tree is pretty dysfunctional.
yeah.
This seems a little incesty, and I don't like it. I don't like any of these things.
This bitch that seems a little incesty.
Oh my god.
You the aunt, but I'm the mom, and she the grandma? I'm confused. I don't like any of this.
We just can't be related? Damn.
All right. We black people related, the cousin of the cousin, and yeah, okay. Got
yeah.
It. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
We're Southern related.
There you go. No, just black people, because we know black people in New York who be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin.
And honestly, they don't even be cousins. That's the funny part. They have no type of ties
no
to
fucking
each other.
relation.
They just call each other cousins because their mom was best friends with their aunt, sisters, brothers, niece,
so
cousin. That's it.
Instead of just being a basic bitch like me and be like, sister friend, hey, and keep it fucking moving. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what we were talking about. Yeah, our ages. Yeah, we're all 28. Well, we'll be.
Yep.
We're still young, technically. Oy vey.
Yeah.
Sorry, that got a little dark for me. All right, so this week's social media trend, Lord. Do I even want to say this? It's just, I don't.
You felt so strongly about it.
I did, and I still do. Let's be very, very clear. So, Kayvon Stage on Instagram posted a video of this quadrant of men having a conversation about women climaxing. And in the title of the video, it says, women climaxing ain't normal. I'm going to just leave that there for a second. So you watch the video of these four men speaking. And it's this older black dude. Kelly, you know the name of him. I don't know his name. And a younger black dude and two white guys talking. And the older black dude is just like, women climaxing ain't normal. If they climax, they're basically turning into men. They're not supposed to. That's not normal. They're not supposed to climax. Oh no, what did he say? Climate?
Climacking.
Say climacking.
Even worse.
Then he tried to correct himself, and it still wasn't correct.
No, it's worse. He's just like, that's not a thing. I think they're faking it. I think they're acting. They don't climax. That's not a thing they're supposed to do. And that's where I stopped the video. I didn't even listen to Mr. Kayvon's response.
Kayvon Stage.
Yeah, I did not listen to his response. I just stopped the video after this stupid ass conversation I just watched. Because, bitch, I'm not a man, and I've had plenty of orgasms in my life. Thank you, Jesus. Knock on wood. I'm not a man. I still have a vagina. I still have ovaries. I still have a uterus. My boobs are still plentiful.
It's so stupid.
And also, bitch, ain't nobody want to orgasm to you. You're ugly as sin. I'm done.
I just don't know why this had to come up as a situation. And poor guy, like Kashawn is going to say, one of the guys, he's a white guy in a teal shirt, and he's just uncomfortable. Right. He looks like his wife is going to come for him.
He looks like he's a dad of like 3, has like a beautiful wife at home, and and I felt so bad for him because during the whole thing, he's like super quiet, and he just has this look on his face. He's just like, yo, let me not say a word, because if my wife sees this, she's going to roast me. Literally.
Yeah,
I would.
In a heartbeat.
Very. Like, he just looks so disappointed by the men that are talking. He's just like, oh my God, what's happening right now?
Oh, sorry to this man.
Yeah, but I'm glad he didn't say anything.
It's just nasty work. I just, keep y'all toxic ass, male toxic energy over there in them streets with women who want to deal with it. Don't put it on the internet. Just toxic. I'm a man now because I have a good time. I'm sorry. The one part I did hear him say is that these men have probably never made a woman orgasm in their life, and I fucking agree. Specifically with that man.
I feel like what he's doing is just like projecting his experience onto everybody, and I have an issue with people on the internet doing that. Just because that may have been your experience doesn't mean that that's everyone else's experience. You don't get to speak for the billions of other men on the planet. You don't. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
You mean inexperience, because obviously he ain't doing it right.
Whatever he doing, whatever, it doesn't matter. Either way, don't speak for other people.
The levels of toxic that I get from him, he's the one that would say some left ass shit and be like, and then you gotta check him immediately.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be a problem because then it's just gonna be a back and forth petty contest of who sounds stupider to who.
Yep.
Oh man.
Right.
To be very clear.
He can climax somewhere else.
It's like, name me the parts of the vagina, sir. Name me all of it. He'd be like, well, you got the lips, and then you got the other lips, and then you got a clitoris. I'm like, the what?
First of all, he wouldn't. Would he know what the lips are? I doubt he's ever given head in his life. Since it's an act. What you trying to make? You want to see her act harder? He's not giving nobody head.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to picture it.
No. Even in his heyday.
Even in his heyday.
Very ageist, but
it does.
Sorry, guys.
He looked like he got some age. Sorry,
but he also looks like the type that would say some real un-PC comments on purpose, knowing how people react to them. So,
right,
I'm gonna be slightly ageist.
Making a comment towards somebody's 16-year-old daughter.
Oh,
and get punched dead in his face.
Because
that's what happened in my house.
Yep.
Oh God.
You are not invited to any cookouts after that.
Cookouts? You're not invited to shit. No baby showers, no graduations, weddings.
And you wondered why? You made my 16-year-old daughter feel uncomfortable.
You got to go.
That shit ain't cute.
He's some of the toxicity that's still left in the Black community. That's probably why it triggers me so hard.
It's in his generation, unfortunately. That's where it's at. That nasty pedo mentality that they don't realize is a pedo mentality.
Yeah.
Hyper toxic male energy.
Ain't got a fucking pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. We'll want to talk.
Rocking up Jerry curl on the weekends. Ass
Oh my goodness.
Gross.
I said it.
these DL Hughley wannabes.
Stop.
Just watch yourself.
I'm done.
And this is why when we link up, we can't sit still.
That's all I think about every time I hear Jerry curls.
I just think of how much gel goes into it.
Just let yourself grow. Anyway, Kelly, continue. Kelly, please.
Yes, I'm going.
You're being bad. Sorry.
Returning to the question. What's one thing you wished you knew before starting podcasting? From Kima Rose on Instagram.
Ooh.
How much time it takes to promote. I swear. I think I need to buy another phone just for podcasting because the amount of times that I have to keep my phone charged on me, not just for the work that I do, but with the podcast stuff, even though I have my own set of stuff where everything is preset to post and I barely have to do much, but it takes so much time to just put together everything.
It's collecting ridiculous. Stuff for social media and like timing it out and scheduling it out, that shit takes time.
Yes.
Like that's no. Don't let anyone ever say that social media managers have it easier or whatever.
No.
Because I could tell you right now, doing social media is part of my job, and I haven't done it in over a month because I don't have fucking time to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I understand why people who edit get paid as much as they get paid because of the fact that editing is time consuming and you literally have to put aside time just to edit. Like,
because you have to listen to the whole thing.
Right. Like, it's not only that you have to listen to it once. If you make an edit, you literally have to go back like at least 30 seconds just to make sure it flows according to whatever edit you have made. And I have made that mistake once of not going back, and I had a gap in an episode for like a good minute because I didn't go back and I mute myself by accident. So yeah, and literally, like, I try at least to put like 20 minutes every evening just to do at least something. But sometimes it's so hard because of the fact that, like, sometimes I come home from work after like 10, 12 hours and I just literally just want to like forget everything and do nothing and just take my shower and just lay in my bed and play with my cat and just wait for my man to get home. That's literally just what I want to do sometimes. But then it's just like, fuck, I have to take at least 20 minutes just to do at least 20 minutes of something. But but I've got it down set now. I do my edits during the week, and then on Monday, that's when I do my final replay of the whole entire podcast, where I'm listening to it as I'm like probably like cooking dinner or doing something around the house. So I have that shit on loud on the computer and I'm listening. So I'm listening for any like maybe any gaps, any like run-ons, any overtalk, anything like that. That's what I'm listening for on Monday after I've done my whole entire edit. So Monday is like my official, this is what we're posting.
Yeah.
And it's literally just trying to be consistent about staying on an editing schedule because Jesus Christ, it is time consuming, especially when you know what you've already spoken about.
Lord Jesus.
But it's fine. We're entertaining. So it's actually funny to listen back to because I find myself laughing a lot of the times.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yes.
No, it's just a lot of keeping ahead of the game, and you can't get far back behind.
No,
otherwise, you're going to be playing catch up, and I ain't got time for that.
Nope.
Well, that's what I was about to say, is that I wish we had planned out, even though Lord knows we planned out a lot. I wish we had planned out the transition back into reality from starting in the pandemic.
Yeah.
But that's also not our fault because things like some states got plans of what was going to happen and most did not.
Yeah.
We were in states that did not get a plan. So everything was just sprung on us when the government decided to change their minds about certain things.
Especially, like Virginia was just doing the most abrupt things like a day before you find out you're opening back. You're like, what?
Yeah, like there was no warnings, no trigger warnings of just, all right, this is what's about to happen. No, so like,
right.
And then also just life, like us having to postpone the start of the second season. That was because me and my boyfriend were going through a lot of like hospital medical shit that I didn't have the time to give.
Yeah. And so, that's fine. Like, we were understanding about it. Like, life happens, and life is more important. Honestly, it's more important than this podcast. Like, it honestly is.
Yes, I agree. And I just think learning transitions is been hard as a whole, not just on the podcast, just in life.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we make it work. We figure it out. We work with each other. And that's all it is.
Yeah. If the opportunity arose, would you ever consider podcasting full time? At Barry White 93. Okay. Do you have a voice like Barry White?
Yeah. Baby. Bring out my Barry White.
Barry Beige, more like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Honestly, for me, if the opportunity arises, and this is me being completely honest, to do it full time, I don't think I would. And that's me honestly. Because I enjoy it more as a hobby. I don't want it to become a job, if that makes sense. Like, I love it as a hobby, but not as a job.
Totally understandable.
Yes.
And then on top of that, like, then the other stuff you have to go through as a podcaster when you finally do get out there, like, I don't want to take interviews. That's just not who I am. Like, I don't want to have to sit and talk to people for too long. Like that's just not who I am. Like, I get mentally exhausted from people, and that is my truth, and I'm gonna speak it. I am not a person who can do this like full time as a paying job. It's not.
I would do it semi full time in conjunction with having my own business.
Yep.
That's how I see it. I would not dedicate most of my life or week to it.
No.
Just because it takes a lot of money to make a lot of money in podcasting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It takes a lot of time and effort. And I don't want to do all that. I'd rather put all that time and effort into a business that will get me the type of money I want, and do everything else on the side as my therapy as we do it now.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Like, if you ever notice, like, the people who are very, like, have very successful podcasts or who are very popular in the podcast scene, I mean, with monetized podcasts that probably makes, like, thousands of dollars on a weekly basis, every episode that's played, people like that, those people already had their name out there before
they already had money
following,
right? So they had the enterprise to do it. They had the assets to do it. They had all that collateral that comes with needing to have a popular podcast. In that sense, like, it's not the fact that it's rare, but it's harder for you to start one and then try to make your way up to that level.
Yeah,
because a lot of people I always forget this girl. Like, she was one of the teen moms, and she has a podcast.
Kaylin, Coffee Convos.
Yes. So for her, it's just like people already knew her being a teen mom. So all she had to do was just post on her social media that she's starting a podcast, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a clothing line and all that stuff like that. So it's just like, it's not that easy for everyone.
Yeah.
You have retired athletes that have podcasts. You have people that act that have podcasts, and it's because they already have their names out there.
Well, they also already have financial security.
And they have the resources to do it. We're not those people.
And they're also used to living extremely unnormal lives of literally having months, weeks planned out.
Yep. We just can't abruptly quit our jobs and decide to do this full time.
Fuck no.
No. We have bills to pay.
Fuck no.
No.
We're realistic.
Our families don't got no money like that.
No.
I'm not even sure I'm gonna get a wedding out of my family.
Yeah,
like,
they ain't gonna support us. My parents would look at me sideways. They would literally look at me sideways like, you did what?
Like, who the fuck? Who told you to do that?
First of all, I had to explain to my mom in like thorough detail what a podcast was.
Oh my god.
And then she calls it the chat thing.
Oh my god, that's so.
I can hear her little accent.
She was like, "Oh, you're doing the chat thing with Melissa and Kelly, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, mom."
I love your mom.
Yeah, I like her. She's nice.
She's pretty great. Yeah, no, wish we could, but no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just not a reality that we live in.
Nope.
That we would enjoy.
No.
We can call it a side hustle if things start getting to a certain place, but it's not going to be a thing where we just let it go and
but trust me,
let it be it.
Even if it gets monetized, it'll still be what it is today.
Yeah. Yep. We kind of touched on this already, but how did you girls become friends? Not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous. At Diary of a Brooklyn Chick. Hey!
Oh my god! Hey!
BK shout out.
We were just one borough away from you, boo.
We borough sisters.
Yes.
Love it.
Kings and queens.
Yeah.
I literally just bought a gold tinted map of Queens for my office.
Ooh. That must look so pretty.
It does. And I got
Where did you get it?
Essie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice. Girl.
Love it.
Oh, see, Melissa, one of my recommendations from last season.
Listen, I've been buying all my client gifts from Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta buy one now, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, no, Etsy is my jam.
It is.
Yeah, it's addicting.
Back for the question.
Sorry.
We touched on it a little bit earlier. So me and Melissa became friends in junior high school, somewhere around like either 11 or 12 years old. Don't really remember. Sometime in 6th or 7th grade.
I say 7th grade. She says 6th grade. I don't remember her ass in 6th grade.
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, we became friends sometimes in junior high school. And as for Melissa and Kelly, they became friends in college because they went to the same university. I used it correctly.
Yes.
So they became friends in university, and the first time I met Kelly was when they were at university, and I went to Charlotte to see Melissa, and me, Melissa, and Kelly went out, and we had
It
a
was
fun ass time.
It was our bachelor graduation week.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah, because that's
was.
when I partied so hard that week. It was great.
But whenever it was, we went out, we had fun, we walked barefooted on concrete back to Melissa, back to
In
someone's
true
car.
Charlotte fashion.
Yeah, in true Charlotte fashion.
Looking like hookers on straight
Right. And yeah, so then after that, when was it? Like a couple years later, I think the second time I met Kelly. I think I met Kelly like twice while you guys were in college, in university, and then
Oh no, it was junior year. You two met because I think you came and I was. This is when me and Kelly were in like kind of the thick of the start of us.
Yeah,
I feel like, and I feel like it was towards the end of the year. You came or some shit.
Yes,
and we went out, and then you met her again at the graduation party.
Yeah,
when we got our bachelors,
right,
and we went out again.
Yes,
I feel like.
And then the next time, and then I remember like after university when I hung out with Kelly again was for your birthday in DC.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. When Kelly drove down.
That was such a blur.
And Kelly, as stubborn as Kelly is, did not want to stay. She was just like, "No, I'll drive back."
Because I'm classy like that.
Right. Melissa was blasted out her mind.
I'm wasted.
So gone.
Yeah. She was so
But
gone.
I had a great night.
Yeah, that was a great night though. It was fun. And then I think after that, the next time me and Kelly's friendship actually blossomed was that New Orleans trip. Even though before that we were cool with each other, like, you know, I'm sure we would ask about each other on the phone to see how the other one was doing.
Yep.
So yeah, that's where it stems from.
So we can thank Melissa for bringing all three of us together.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Happy two ladies.
Yeah, and I remember Melissa. I remember like back in the days, Melissa can attest to this. I will always complain like, I want more Black girlfriends.
Yep.
I need more Black females in my life. I need people who understand me more. No offense to my other friends who aren't Black, because you guys are
it's
great,
a different experience.
It is a different experience when you have people who like understand,
who look like you, have a similar background to you, understand the struggles that you deal with that they definitely do not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they as in those people we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where all that came from.
And now you got sisters.
For life.
You're stuck with us,
and
Steve.
That's fine. Y'all can stick on me like glue. That's fine.
It's fine. Our trio is gonna have the most lit of every celebration.
Oh yeah.
We always want to have.
Oh,
baby showers done. Celebrations done. Weddings done.
Yes.
Reunions.
And Melissa knows how I get. And Melissa knows how I get when I get into my mood.
Things. I'm so excited for our future.
Yep. All
Next
birthday
thing
parties
is,
for kids.
Oh my gosh. That'd be so much fun. Next question is, just wanted to say you have a group of Black men in your corner who are weekly listeners and supporters. Big ups. Oh my God. At the Dream Loud Music Group. That's LA. That's my brother. Aww. Me. Well, thank you. Miss you. Love you. Everything. Yeah. We actually have a lot of Black men supporters of ours, which is very different.
Awesome.
Never thought that would happen, but love it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Y'all just open-minded, aren't you? That's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
That means y'all ain't part of this toxic masculinity, red pill, black pill communities. Thank you. Thank you for not being part of these incel communities. You guys are great.
Yeah. We appreciate it. And here's another one. As a Black man, I appreciate your blunt realness and perspectives. We need more queens like you ladies. At Carlton Davis on Twitter. Look at y'all.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy.
It does.
Yeah. Out of all the girl groups on music or TV, which do you think the three of you embody the most?
Oh, damn.
At Gordy Max. Oh, man.
Who do we embody the most?
Ooh.
Oh,
that's a good question.
I feel like we're like a Destiny's Child, honestly.
You know how I feel. So.
They've been good with each other lately. They've been very
No.
I'm thinking during Destiny's Child's height, and that's why I'm like, no, because none of us are Beyonce. We all live like none of us are Beyonce.
Trying to be like Beyonce.
I know, but I'm just saying.
And y'all know how I feel about Beyonce. Don't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get stung. Don't come for me because I'm the queen of the Hornets.
Oh wow.
Don't get it twisted. I give her her props, and I put her crown on where it needs to be. But at the same time, I am not a beehiver. Beyonce, don't be on my playlist.
I love Beyonce.
So, I'm sorry.
I'm basic. It's fine.
But we love her anyway. We love you, Melissa.
Oh, thank you. I love you even though you don't see things the way I do. See, that's friendship.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, no, I don't want to be Destiny's Child. Personally, they messy. Like there's two different versions of Destiny's, three really. The one that got pushed to the side when they made the trio. There's the trio that was pretty much Beyonce with two backup dancers, and who they are right now.
Yeah,
I kind of like who they are right now.
I like right now, but all the other two, no. I'm good. I'm good off now. All that.
So then who?
Man. See, I was thinking Charlie's Angels minus having to talk to Charlie all the time. We ain't got no Charlie, but we badass women who will kick somebody's ass if we have to.
But we don't have a fourth.
Charlie's Angels was 3.
Wasn't it 4?
No.
I thought it was 3.
It's 3.
It was 3? Oh.
Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy
Liu. Oh, yeah, you are right. It was 3, yeah. I don't know why I thought there was a 4th.
That's what I got.
Maybe I'm thinking about Charlie, that's why.
I feel like if y'all weren't in relationships, we could definitely be living single ladies. Like on the show Living Single.
Ooh. Okay, wait. Who's who though? Wait. Hold up. I need to know who's who in this.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we got Regine. Oh man.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Because I'm about this.
And it's in Brooklyn Brownstone, so that just works.
Saying.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Regine, we got Maxine, Sinclair, or Khadijah. I don't know who y'all is.
You do?
Who am I? I wasn't.
I don't know. I'm so saying I don't know who y'all are, but I'd rather be Khadijah personally. That's just who I want to be.
I feel like I'd be Maxine.
I can see that.
Yeah, the lawyer at heart.
See, but you weren't out here. You're not out here doing the deeds.
The
she's
do.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Maxine got busy up in the streets.
Yeah,
she gives 0 fucks, which I support.
Yeah. Well, I can't speak about Living Single like that because I wasn't like a huge fan of the show the way you guys were. So,
what do you mean were? I just got on this train like in the last 2 years.
I've loved Living Single all the time.
I became a fan though, so I can't speak.
Well, really, it's just if you don't know the personalities, it's really comparing it to Friends, because that's really where Friends came from. Mm-hmm. If you're comparing it to Friends, Khadijah's more of the Monica, I guess, kind of. Mm-hmm. Regine's like Rachel. Sinclair is definitely a Phoebe. There's no Maxine. They can't Friends couldn't handle a Maxine.
No.
So instead, they gave us a Joey.
Mm.
They just made Maxine Joey. That's all. So I feel like I'm a Monica. That's just me.
Next question is, from just listening to you, I assume the three of you are alpha women, aka my type if any of you are single. Really though?
Oh!
At living the effing life.
He said, I'm gonna live my effing life and shoot my shot.
That's clever.
That's cute. Unfortunately,
thank you.
It's a dub for all of us.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately,
we good.
Yeah, we are three females who know exactly where we're supposed to be right now.
You got the alpha women right, though.
Yes,
that's for sure. That's you. That's accurate.
Yeah,
but I just say I'm a woman.
I feel like I'm alpha in most situations.
I'm just a woman that knows what I want. That's how I see myself. I don't think I'm an alpha. I don't think I'm a beta. I'm just a woman with a mind that knows what she wants. I'm
75% alpha, 25% beta.
That's good.
Don't get it twisted. Somebody can catch these words and they need to catch a word.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha.
That's it.
That's all right, baby. You strong.
I know I have a strong personality, but that's fine.
And we love you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you trying to shoot your shot, though.
Right.
But no, please don't.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we talk about our partners almost every other episode, so we could.
Right. We don't cheat over here.
No, we are not for the streets.
Mm-mm.
We are not in the streets either. We don't like the streets.
Reason. Ooh, spicy word. Go ahead, Kelly.
Next thing is high tea merch. I need it. I'd rock it. It's a necessity. At Talking Shiz on Twitter. Girl, we have so many things that we could do for merch, and it's so different and unique. And we got slogans that we've said before, and they're just in our little headspace. They're in our notes. But again, if y'all support us the way we need to be supported, then we can get that out to y'all.
Get us more listeners, and we'll be happy to get you some merch, B.
Because trust me, merch is not cheap.
No. And we want it done really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then first of all, where are we putting all this merch?
I ain't got no house. I live in an apartment.
Right.
I have a little basement apartment, and that second room is tiny, and it got enough shit inside of it as it is.
I ain't got no second room. All my shit out is all out. I ain't got no storage. I ain't got it.
Right.
I got enough event shit as it is. Yeah, y'all get us more listeners, we'll get you some merch. Share us. Tell your people. We gave you nuggets. Share it. Tell the world. Tell the world to go listen. Kelly even takes the time to go do the minutes for y'all of what topics we talk about.
Gosh. Yes.
And she don't have to do that shit. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. If it was up to me, I would definitely not do that shit. Y'all will be the fuck all right.
Y'all be putting high tea on stuff yourself. Just tag us in it.
Just share us with your family, your crew. I told my whole family about my podcast. Mind you, my family is Baptist Christians who don't drink. They should not be listening to our podcast, but guess what? I need the listens.
Right.
And I share and subscribe my cousin who's an actor and he does really well. I'm so proud of him. Oh yeah. But I share the love.
Yeah, we got high tea bumper stickers, hoping that maybe somebody behind us in traffic is going to give us a listen.
Listen, we putting the work in, but we need listens from other people. So we got so many ideas. Me and Kelly were on the phone at midnight the other night, just brainstorming. We got ideas, but we need more listens, aka the ways to get monetized.
Yep. Help us help you, and we'll scratch your back, and you can scratch our back. Let's see. Oh, high tea after dark. Just a suggestion with the looky eyes at Black Brim Poppy _ Interesting. What do you mean by after dark?
Yeah, like how dark we going?
Yeah, like I don't know, that could be different type of episodes that we put out that are like bonus things, or if we were to do YouTube, that could be on YouTube specifically. I don't know.
Like, to me, high tea after dark means one of two things in my current mindset is either we're taking situations and giving advice,
Mm-hmm.
or we out here gossiping in these streets.
Right. Okay.
Spilling the tea.
So in my experience with After Dark podcast, it literally means just like random bullshit. Like it's literally just like bonus content and stuff like that, where it's like it's not the usual where we have like you see how we have like a schedule for the episode where we have a topic, a moment, a topic,
Yeah.
we end it. Like your After Dark can literally be like and 20-30 minutes of you just like talking about bullshit going on currently.
Then yes, that is already on our list.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that's what it's supposed to be. It's just the execution of it and not really having the time to fundamentally execute it.
Right.
Basically everything we just said is we need more listens to get monetized so we can put more energy in, because the way my job is set up and their jobs are set up, our extra time is very crucial.
Yeah,
and how sleep. We spend it for sleep, for sanity, for not cutting a bitch.
Yeah, and that means that you have to put out another day just to record another segment.
Like this, like Sundays are usually my Saturdays, so the first 2/3 of my Saturday is podcast usually related, and then the rest is my time. But I also have to, have a life, buy groceries, pay bills, all the other stuff. But anyways, yeah, things that I don't want to do, but I have to. So yeah, get us more listens. We'll get monetized, and then we can do more. But it is on our list. It's on there.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows we like to talk, and I like to talk about other people's business. It's very entertaining.
Hashtag respectfully.
Yes. I'm nosy.
You ladies always come through with words of wisdom and humor all the time. Your individual one-liners have me rolling. At unapologetically her on Twitter.
Hey, girl.
Thank you.
I think we're pretty funny.
Y'all are so nice.
We try. I love it. Thank you, boo. You can email us if you have advice that you want us to give. Happy to drop some gems for ya.
And then the last one that we have, which I think is a good roundup, is your show gets me through work, working out, and everything else. What are your goals for the podcast in the long run? At Tamara Dawn on Instagram.
And that's a beautiful username to talk about this. Thank you. Kelly, you want to speak on it? Because I feel like we've talked a lot about it, but...
Well, I'll say for the two of us, me and Melissa, we've talked about, which I'm not going to say because that could be a percentage of what goes in our pocket, to kind of work on our strengths of what we've gone to school for. If you listen in the past, maybe you can figure it out. But maybe doing something big in the podcast world. Just going to leave it at that. Definitely wanting to uplift and bring different podcasts together. I'm gonna leave that at that. But for us individually as the High Tea podcast, I feel like how we said all of this episode is continue being us, unapologetically us, and just making a name for ourselves and being okay with the fact that we are who we are and influencing other people to think outside the box and not just be in your one zone mindset, because that's not how you're going to get through life. Life is changing. Life is rough, but you got to move with emotions and you can't be stagnant in the way that you think about things. And that's what we always preach on our podcast. But I think that's one of the goals that we have. What about y'all?
I think just everything we've talked about. We have, I need to clean the list up, but we have lists of topics and ideas and things we want to do to help build the community and build our listenership to who we want as our ideal demographic. But I would love for us to be able to do more and get out there. And I know Keyshawn is not a huge extracurricular engagement person, but I would love to be able to get actually out there and interact with people who know us and appreciate us for being who we are at some point, once again, when it pays us. But we got to get over this first hurdle of getting some coins and listeners in order to get to some of the goals that we have.
Yeah. I'm in agreement.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we got some ideas. You got 3 women who are very independent, creative, driven, but also realistic.
Yeah, that's the key word. Realistic.
Like I keep saying, sometimes the execution, like the plans are great, but it's just executing it that's not always easy. So we're not just gonna try to execute something and then it completely flop. Exactly. And or it just completely flops and then we're all pissed off that it flopped. So,
well, that's also why it took us so long to make the podcast as it is.
Yeah, and you got to do baby steps too. It's like, it's not, you just can't have, like Melissa said, you have to be realistic about it. You just can't have these goals and then like you try to execute them and then it's just, none of it is realistic. So it's just like, we all know that we have shitty schedules. We only can record basically one time a week. So we have to do baby steps, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But on that one time a week, we give you guys bomb quality content. So it's we do what we can.
It doesn't have all that buffering shit and echoing in and out shit.
You may hear a movement here or there, but that's beyond it.
That's life.
Because we literally drink tea while recording this.
Like, and I drink my water, and I drink my water out of a metal straw and a glass cup. So for me,
you're so responsible. I have a plastic.
I'm trying to be. I can't
listen. You want me to be accountable? I know I bought a bag of plastic straws. It's too late. They're already made.
And girl, I ain't gonna talk shit. I eat off a paper plate, so it's fine.
And also, my teeth are starting to get yellow, so I'm gonna keep using my fucking straws.
Oh my goodness!
To help. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry for our eco people, but
we try to be sustainable in some places. So
I do. I cut the ear laps off of my mask when they're disposable. Like I try.
Right.
There's a few things in life that can't change.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. I actually had a question for y'all since we were doing questions today, and I thought this was, it's like super innocent, but it's hilarious depending on how this goes. So a couple months ago, I was able to see my brother and his family for the first time in way too long. And so I made everybody brunch because I was like, I was just so giddy. So, and I've noticed as, you become an adult, things change. You change your preferences, and that's perfectly fine. What is the one thing, no matter how much you elevate in life, that will never change, whether it's a product, an item, a food, you're always going to have that one thing that you will always have or eat or do?
Ooh.
Example. So for me, I love me some corn syrup ass Aunt Jemima syrup. I know it's not real syrup. I don't give a fuck. It tastes good. It makes me happy. I don't question it. It's fine. My boyfriend, he needs that fancy in the fancy jar, 100% maple syrup shit. Whatever. I don't care that much. I'm good. Give me the fake shit.
Me? Ooh. My forever go-to struggle meal will always be ramen noodles.
Oh my god!
I don't care how rich I get or how fancy I get in life. I will always have ramen noodles just sitting there because sometimes I want some ramen noodles.
Well, I got those extra noodle packs in my pantry.
Right.
What flavor do you go to?
Me? I go for the spicy chicken or the sriracha chicken ones.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I do basic chicken and add my own damn sriracha to it.
No, of course I add my own sriracha. It's not enough, but still, it's just...
All right, hot fire.
Huh. That's a real hard question. Okay, I'm gonna say, don't laugh at me, but it's like a comfort thing, and it's been with me since I was in Girl Scouts because that's when I got it.
I'll try.
Actually, I have always kept everywhere that I've moved my stuffed animal. She's a teddy bear. I have to keep her.
It doesn't matter. That's normal. At least to me.
Yeah, to me it's normal. I love stuffed animals, but I keep this one in particular. She's just in my closet, but she will never be thrown out. She will never be in the washing machine. She will always be with me no matter what. I don't care how ratty she gets. That stuffed animal, because her name is Stacy. She's always been Stacy when I made her as a Girl Scout. Like, she has been with me. She's cried with me when I was little. Like, she's like a dog to me.
That's fine.
That's fine. I have 3 in my house. I have the one my sister gave me when I was like a kid from FAO Swartz, because who's throwing that away? You got me fucked up. 2, one of those little stuffed, they were mad popular in the 90s, the little baby animal little things. What were those called?
Were they squishy?
Beanie Babies?
Beanie Babies.
Oh.
I have a little a brown tiger one, or I don't know what.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yes, I call him T-Gray.
T-Gray.
So I have Opie, T-Gray, and my boyfriend gave me for our first Valentine's Day a little stuffed dog with little Easter ears or some shit, and its name is Coco, and the 3 of them live in my house.
Yeah.
Opie is in a bin because he's old and he needs to stay relaxed. But the other 2 of them, they're in the house.
Yeah, don't feel bad at all, Kelly. I got my 2. I have my 2 as well. Because remember those pillow animals? It's a pillow pet?
Yes.
I have a pillow pet. I still have it since I was probably like somewhere very young. I've had it. It's still in my old room. And I also have this llama that my boyfriend gave me for our first Valentine's Day. And her name is Petra.
See? Petra? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it's a play on his name. That's the reason why. So her name is Petra. Gosh. And she's so cute and she smells like him.
Oh.
I made sure I doused her in his cologne.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, no judgment here. And if y'all want to judge us, do it on your own time.
Bye.
That's probably why your friendship don't work.
Shade.
All the shade. But no, that's normal in my house at least.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone else wants to think. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna tell me what I'm doing in my house, and you don't pay bills.
Yeah. Yep. And another thing for me, another add-on to that is I don't care how old I get in life, whether I have kids or I get gray and I have my whole head becomes gray, I would never stop watching animes. Leave me alone. Animes are not only for children. There's some raunchy, gory, disgusting animes out there for adults as well. Leave us alone.
For the longest time, I thought anime was for adults. It's just kids watch it.
First of all, they started animes for adults, and then they started making kid animes. But originally, animes were for adults. Like the plot
anime doesn't sound like a kid thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, first of all, Michael B. Jordan watches animes. Y'all need to get over this shit.
Oh, get over it. There you go.
Get over it. Okay. Let's put it out there. All right. Well, I think we're good. Do we have anything else we wanted to talk about with the crew?
No. These questions were fun.
Well, if y'all ever want us to give advice, or if y'all ever have a question that you want us to address on air, please make it good. No, I'm just kidding. No, you can email us at hitmkk@gmail.com. Because we would love to be all up in y'all business. Let's be very clear.
Yeah, if you guys love what we talk about, let us give you some advice.
We nosy.
You can't give us compliments telling us that we're wise and you guys love our energy and our charisma and all of the stuff about us. Let us give you some advice. I love giving advice.
Yeah. We're non-judgmental, obviously.
Right. I may
We're
judge you a little bit,
judgmental, but we're reality judgmental. Like if it's serious.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo by nature, so I'm gonna judge you regardless.
Yeah, like it's when you're outwardly judging.
Yeah.
I'm not a projector. That's what I'm not.
There you go.
So,
We gonna judge a little bit, but then we gonna get it back together. We always come full circle. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, but seriously, I would love that. That would be great. That's one thing I would love to engage with y'all about is y'all personal lives and the drama that's in it, because we all in here and it's messy in these streets.
Yeah, we will 100% do an advice segment if you guys write into us.
You know what?
Love that.
Let me write a post and I'll do that.
Oh yeah,
just so y'all can do that.
Yeah,
we'll do that. I'm writing it down now.
I love it. Well, this was fun. It was great getting some feedback from y'all, answering some questions. We love to have y'all obviously get to know us, but we want to get to know you. So I will share that email again. Well, that is it. We didn't do our recommendations.
Oh, mine's is quick and easy. Quick and easy.
We out here got fucked up. All right. It's time for weekly recommendations. This is where we give you advice, movies, music, anything we think that will help your life. And we're going to keep it short and sweet this week because that's the kind of week we are in. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Mine's is nice and quick.
Okay.
All right. So as a sufferer, for somebody who gets migraine, it's the summertime. It's hot outside. My head hurts sometimes. I get exhausted from heat very quickly. So I like to give myself nice little scalp massages. So I have a nice little scalp massager wand that I like to put on my head and rub my roots, put some oil on it, and oil these roots at the same time. And it's a great experience. It's very relaxing, and it feels amazing.
I'm imagining it now.
Go on Amazon, type in scalp massager, and I swear to God, literally all of them are great, especially the ones with the claws. It looks like claws, and it has little metal balls at the end, and it has like 4 or 5 fingers. Dumb shits is great. Get one.
These descriptions are spot on.
Yes. And on top of that, you get to oil your scalp at the same time. You practice in hair care and health.
Look at that. Brains and beauty.
Right.
Oh, man.
So get yourself a scalp massager or a head massager, whatever one you want to call it. It does both.
Awesome.
That's mine.
Love it. Miss Kelly, you want me to go? You want to go?
Oh, I will go.
Okay.
This is advice and a PSA because I ain't got time for it.
Ooh.
But it's respect people's space and time. Oh gosh, I don't know how many times I need to tell people or just look at them the wrong way. But if I'm not talking to you, if I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say it. And also, we're still in the age of COVID, so respect my space that way, like 6 feet, but also respect my personal space on a regular basis because I need to breathe. I need to be able to know that this is my little bubble and nobody's going to touch it. And please respect my time because my time is valuable and everybody else's time is valuable. And don't mess with it. Thanks. See you tomorrow.
Ooh, Kelly, yes, all of this. Yeah. That is some real shit. Respecting people's time and their space, because not just shit on black people, but black people respecting each other's time is some bullshit we need to work on hard.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into it. It is very disrespectful because a bitch got a schedule and I will move on.
Yep.
Okay. But we will talk about that. Oh, we will. Awesome. Well, speaking of time, mine is going to be a ratchet music plug of my week.
Ooh.
Yes. I sent this to the girls. I was like, this is my attitude this week. And I don't give a fuck, get the fuck out my face. And if you want to be in my face, here's the problems you about to get. This is a song called Time Today. It's by Moneybagg Yo. And the chorus is my exact feelings in life right now. Like, bitch, if you want it, I will make the time today. But if not, go about your business. You don't want it. Okay. If you listen to that song, that will tell you exactly how my week has been. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That song came on twice in the last 2 days, and I was like, this isn't the beat. And I've listened to some of his other songs, and it's perfectly ratchet for me. So, ratchet plus on my week.
Yep.
Well, that's it for today, though. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to High Tea with Mel, Kelly, K. Don't forget, if you want to leave us a review and, some 5 stars on iTunes, that'd be lovely. But you could also follow us on Instagram at hight_podcast and on Twitter at hightpod1. And like we said, if you want to talk to us, you want to get some advice that we can share on the air, please email us at hightmkk@gmail.com. And take a look in the description for more links on everything High Tea. And thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.